Hey everybody, Brandon Clifford here, Global Franchise Solutions, a franchise consulting firm, specializes in matchmaker, playing matchmaker, connecting entrepreneurs with great franchise opportunities. And today we have one of our awesome franchise partners on the line. Super excited to have Mark Jameson from FastSigns with us. Hey Mark, how you doing?
Brandon, I am great, and I could not be more excited to be here with you today as well.
Thanks, Mark. It's always a pleasure to visit with you. Mark's one of my very good friends in franchising. So to kick things off, thank you. Love to share with us just a little bit more about yourself, kind of you as a person, how you got into this crazy franchise world, and specifically, get started with FastSigns.
Perfect. Awesome. Always excited to tell that story. First off, my name is Mark Jameson. I'm the Executive VP of Support and Development for FastSigns. Kind of a big title, but what I manage is our global development strategy for FastSigns International and all of our most of our franchise support. I started in franchising. Well, let me put it this way. I've been in franchising more than 20 years. So I'm sure the camera shows how old I am, but you can tell as well from my background. Interestingly, I am originally from New England, where you are, Brandon. Grew up in Connecticut and went to school there, and I was a banker for a good number of years. The short story is, and got stuck in the banking crisis, lost my job as a mid-level banker, like a lot of franchise candidates do, and had to restart my career. And kind of took a job with a national franchise company, opening a location in Connecticut, thinking this will be a temporary job, and I'll go back into banking. That was 20-something years ago, and I never looked back. And so I grew my career in franchising over a number of years. I worked in every industry from the gift and houseware business to the coffee industry and the flooring business. And in 2009, FastSigns had an amazing CEO who you've met, Catherine Monson, who joined the company to lead the brand by our ownership at the time. And she and I connected. And she asked me to join the team to lead, at that time, just our franchise development efforts and growth efforts. And that was in 2009. So in November, I'll be with the company 9 years. And my role has continued to develop as this company has grown. Today, we are 680 locations, over 600 just in the U.S., the largest by 300 almost of any of our competitors.
Yeah, and that kind of leads into my next question. FastSigns is by and far the leader when it comes to sign and graphic industry. They're the McDonald's, so to speak, of the sign and graphic space. And so what do you feel is kind of like the biggest reason for that exponential growth you guys have experienced?
Boy, there's a lot of reasons for it. When Catherine joined the company in 2009, one of the things she set up was 4 key strategic objectives. And I really think that roadmap has gotten us to where we are today. We've seen our competitors in this market shrink, and we've seen ourselves only grow, and that's a great place to be. And those objectives were franchise profitability first, franchise top-line volume second, franchise satisfaction third, and then growing the brand. And I think what that did is aligned everybody here at our headquarters and in the field that works for FastSigns with our franchisees to make sure that they're satisfied. But more importantly, we are very focused on unit level economics. Is a franchisee profitable, and are they growing their business? Because even though we get paid on top line sales like every franchisor does, and we'd love everybody to do high volumes, we actually, Casper and I are both believers in why don't we have a franchisee who is profitable at a certain level. They're happy. They can reinvest in the business. They're getting a return. They have something they can maybe pass on to generations. And so we focus on profitability first. The other reason I think we lead this industry is because of our growth. Today we have a $10 million national advertising fund. $10 million. None of our competitors combined even come close to that. And what that does is it allows us to drive national TV commercials, national web advertising, which drives leads to our franchisees. So I think those combination of things have been a big part of our success and what really differentiates us from all of our competitors.
Awesome. Great stuff there. So obviously as a matchmaker, my role is to help find the right fit for your brand, so I'm always out there looking for who's the right fit. So who does make a great FastSigns franchisee?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I always like to say Nothing against anybody in the sign business, but when people hear signs or even FastSigns, their immediate reaction is, I don't want to be a sign maker. And I would say if you don't want to be a sign maker, that this is the right brand for you. This is kind of the old Buick thing, right? This is not your father's sign shop anymore. So the absolute most successful franchisees for FastSigns today are sales and marketing focused people. Oftentimes it's executives or senior level people who come out of a sales background or a marketing or an agency background. We have an amazing system in place to help you make signs, hire the right people to make signs. Our best franchisees today are absolutely 100% focused on selling, being engaged in the community, representing the business in the community. And what they love about this business is they can walk by their work every day and say, hey, I did that, or I created that. So it takes a little bit of creativity, takes a lot of ability to talk to people in the market, takes the ability to really be sales engaged and oriented. And it's a Monday through Friday business. I mean,
lifestyle.
You talk about a lot of other franchises, and I won't criticize them here, but I came out of the food business and the retail business, and what people also love about this brand is, aside from it utilizes their skills in sales and marketing, and even IT technical people tend to like this business because of the tech side of it. It's a great business from a work balance life relation.
Absolutely, and I can actually speak to that firsthand. I didn't even tell you, I visited with one of your local franchisees, Bob Michaud, quick candidate, awesome. A client of mine just a couple days ago. He's doing great, and he spoke 100% about that, just how he gets out of bed in the morning, loves going to business, loves going to work, loves owning his own business, and loves that it's a Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, a little bit on the weekends, and he's working more because he's in a startup phase, than a typical established franchisee. But everything you said, he echoed.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that Bob's happy, and we thank you for bringing him to us. And that's good to hear that the proof is in the pudding, as they say, right?
Yes, absolutely. So, all right. So enough of that. Get back to FastSigns. So, what's kind of like the average investment it takes to get started with a FastSigns?
Good question. Our investment, like any, ranges. So the minimum investment starts at about $193,000, and it can go up from there. But that's the minimum investment. The good news is we have $20 million of secured financing, so that if a franchisee comes to us with decent credit, 700 or better, $300,000 net worth, and about $80,000 liquid capital, we can get them financed, typically with about 20% down. And most franchisees probably borrow an average about $225 to $250, and that's what I would call a key in the door number. So that's working capital, that's build out construction equipment and everything. And what we do really well is we try to manage the process from start to finish for them. We help them find the real estate, we negotiate the lease, we do the layout and the design, we train them and their employees. But on average, you're looking at about $200,000 or so, and we have a very healthy item 19 that we show what the profitability is of existing franchisees. So while there's no guarantees, I know they can at least see that there's a nice return on this business as well.
Yeah, and you guys do 50% off for vets, correct? And first responders, right?
Yeah, I think we're the first in the industry. So we do 50% off the franchisee for veterans. We've been doing that for a while, and today about 12% of our network are veterans, and They love this business, and we love them. So first off, to the veterans out there and first responders, thank you for everything you do to make this an amazing country. And secondly, we just in May 1st, we launched the only franchise I think that's ever done it, 50% off first responders. So if somebody is a police or a fire or sheriff or medical, EMT, paramedic, even volunteer fire person, we also give them 50% off the franchise fee. And we're proud of that because we really want to thank them for everything they do to make all of our lives easier, and our team here is as well. So we're proud of that program, and I appreciate you spreading the word on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let's say I'm someone who's got a B2B sales background, and I'm tired of making money for someone else, going out there and selling for someone else, and think I can be a good fit for FastSigns. How do I learn more?
Well, you can first, of course, visit FastSigns.com, which is our website. You can learn a lot about it by clicking on the franchise development. But just the same, Brandon, you represent us amazingly well. You know the model, so they can also contact you. as well, and I'm sure you'll give that information out. And we're always happy to have you tell the first part of our story and let us take it from there.
Thanks a lot, Mark. I appreciate that. So yeah, everyone can check out FastSigns.com to learn more about this, or head over to globalfranchisesolutions.com. Feel free to reach out to me as well by phone, 978-891-7145. If you want to discuss this brand, get in touch with Mark, or learn anything about any of the other franchises I work with as well too. So Mark, thanks again. Always great to talk to you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Well, it's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.